I will be back. Hasta la vista.
Calculating cyber operations. Sorry, John. I'm afraid I can't do that.
AI is coming for the jobs. It's not just coming, it's here. It's hit, apparently. If you believe reports, Sports Illustrated is integrating AI into its article generation. We're getting this information from the website Futurism, which you should definitely check out. They did a profile of some of the content being produced on the website for Sports Illustrated, including the content being produced by a writer named Drew Ortiz. You can see his profile right here on Sports Illustrated Reviews. His bio, by the way, I know you can't see it in the image, says he spent much of his life outdoors and is excited to guide you through his never-ending list of the best products to keep you from falling to the perils of nature. Nowadays, there's rarely a weekend that goes by where Drew isn't out camping, hiking, or just back on his parents' farm. So that's, look, if he's going to be talking about products that outdoorsmen and sports people and all that would be using, then he seems like a good person for that. Except that the issue is that he isn't likely to be a person. He has no social media presence, no publishing history, and his profile photo is for sale on a website that sells AI-generated headshots, where he's described as, quote, neutral white young adult male with short brown hair and blue eyes, which, by the way, is like, that's the label you could put on so many people in media and politics and all that. Neutral white young adult male with short brown hair. Wait, well, I'm not young, so I guess it doesn't qualify for me anymore. But anyway, also, why are you buying AI generated headshots? You can just use AI to generate the headshots. Who's spending money on this stuff? But apparently someone did, because it's up on Sports Illustrated. And apparently Drew is not the only writer that doesn't actually exist in a flesh and blood form. Futurism had multiple sources from inside of Sports Illustrated. One said that there are many fake writers like this. Quote, there's a lot. I was like, what are they? This is ridiculous. This person does not exist. At the bottom of the page, there would be a photo of a person and some fake description of them like, oh, John lives in Houston. He loves yard games and hanging out with his dog, stuff like that. It's just crazy. And it's crazier than that even. It's crazy to set up these fake profiles and have them write articles that are probably also AI generated. But frequently, they apparently try to mix it up so that you can't notice, like, I guess, the pattern or track down that Drew doesn't exist. So for instance, sometime over the summer, Futurism noted that Drew disappeared from the website and his profile page instead redirected to a writer named Sora Tanaka. Again, there's no online record of a writer by that name, but Tanaka's profile picture is for sale on the same AI headshot marketplace, where she's listed as joyful Asian young adult female with long brown hair and brown eyes, and you can see her photo right there. Now, every time the authors are switched out in this way, the posts that they wrote are now attributed to the new person. There's no editor's note. There's nothing like that. And as I sort of alluded to, the sources say the content is absolutely AI generated as well, no matter how much they say that it's not. Now, we're going to get to Sports Illustrated attempting to distance themselves from this. But this is sort of, Adrienne, what we've been fearing would happen, where you don't know what you can trust. So much of this, what used to be work that an actual writer would be paid for, is being farmed out to AI, which I'm sure is cheaper for them, but cuts jobs. And it looks like it's hit another website.
Yeah, and the thing is that these websites are fully in control of what they're doing. You have a large company like Sports Illustrated, and they're willing to just throw journalistic integrity to the wayside in order to save a few coins. And this is such a reflection of not just the industry, but how a number of companies are going to proceed moving forward. Just the automation in work, it really boxes out a number of people from having access to that, economic opportunity to actually be a contributing member of the workforce. But then it also does diminish the journalistic integrity of work. It's just, there are certain things you shouldn't be automating. And I fear that a number of industries are not going to realize this and make the distinction of maybe we shouldn't push this through a computer generated machine.
Yeah, look, as you point out, like this is people's livelihood. This is jobs that they would have. For some, it might be like it's a job that you can get that allows you to get a bit of experience and make some contacts and then eventually get another writing job. Those are being cut out. It's like how we talked about with with actors and the actors strike, like extras being replaced by AI means that prospective actors don't get to get out here and get on set and get paid a little bit while they're trying to get their career going. Like this is going to have secondary and tertiary effects. And I would assume that the experience will also be worse for consumers. That remains to be seen. But if we end up in a future where everything that's being written is, super vanilla and predictable, and it's all based on stuff that's been written before, so there's no evolution, like that's a horrible future for the consumers, even if you're a consumer who doesn't care about the jobs being lost. So there's a lot of reasons to be worried about this. I'm just going to quickly say that the Arena Group, which controls Sports Illustrated, they say this isn't us. This is all a third-party company, Advan Commerce, and they say they don't use AI at all. And they say that they just use pen or pseudonames for their writers to protect author privacy, which we don't condone. Look, maybe that could be true. It's not just a pen name. It's literally a fake biography.
Privacy.
Author privacy. Yes, it wouldn't be safe for the author to be linked to the op-ed they wrote on Sports Illustrated or whatever. We clearly have to protect these dissidents. So anyway, I don't buy any of this. That third-party company has been contracted, honestly, this is my speculation, to do exactly this. To deliver content as cheaply as possible, and that's what they're doing. So a lot of this has now been deleted thanks to Futurism's work, but it sucks. I don't want this to be the future of the internet. Like the present is bad enough. I want us to at least have some faith that we're actually dealing with humans somewhere on the internet. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.